We are given a rational expression that is 2x to the third minus 3x squared plus x minus 1, and we want to divide that by x minus 3. So to do this, we are going to need to use long division. So we come over here for our long division, and we inside our symbol we write the 2x to the third and so on, and then on the outside we have that it's x minus 3, and we want to divide. So what we do is we have to think about how many times does this x go into 2x to the third, or what do we have to multiply times x to get 2x to the third. And we think about this and realize that what we would need is a 2x squared. So I'm going to put that up here above the other x squared term so that that'll be lined up. Then I need to write something down here. I'm going to take the 2x squared times this x minus 3 over here. So when I do that, I get a 2x to the third minus 6x squared. All right. Then, as with any long division, our next step is that we are going to subtract. To do that, I'm going to change this to addition and change both of these signs. So this would give us 0, and this part we'd have a negative 3x squared plus 6x squared, which would give us 3x squared. Our next step is to bring down the next term, so there's a plus x, and we go through the whole process again. We say, how many times does this x go into 3x squared, or what do we have to multiply times x to get 3x squared? And we see that would be a positive 3x. Since we have a positive 3x squared down here, this is going to be a positive up here also. Then we go through and multiply the 3x times the x minus 3. That gives us 3x squared minus 9x. We once again want to subtract. I'm going to change this to addition, change both of my signs over here. This is a 0, which is what we are always expecting to happen. And then we add these two together, and there's a 10x. We bring down our next term, which is a minus 1, and we say, what do we have to multiply times x to get this 10x? We go through the whole process again. So this time we see it would be a plus 10. We then multiply the 10 times the x minus 3. That gives us 10x minus 30. We want to subtract. We're going to change this to plus, change both our signs, and we end up with a positive 29. So we do have a remainder. When we have a remainder with long division in rational expressions, we write that answer or that remainder as a fraction. So we would say plus, and we would have 29 over what we were dividing by over here. So this x minus 3. Now, this tells us a couple of things. This tells us that x minus 3 is not a factor of that numerator, which was 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1, because we get this remainder. All right?